Hello and welcome to the 5th round of the Nations Cup here at Dragon Trails Gardens. Now there's a bit of a backstory to this. If you watched my last video from Special Stage X, you will unfortunately see all the dubious penalties awarded. Now unfortunately, in a few other races that weren't shown on there, I got even more penalties that predominantly weren't my fault. And that's caused me to lose my sportsmanship rating all the way down to the bottom, E, 1 point. And in doing that, it automatically resets your driving rating as well to D. So I'm down here with D-rated drivers and, more importantly, the E-rated sportsmanship drivers. So this is going to be a very incident pack race, I am sure, as we see drivers all over the place, penalties already. And there are two races in this video because we didn't do that great in either of them, thanks to, well, certainly one major mistake of my own, but also a lot of barging about and penalties, although my race itself was penalty free, this first one, but we'll see. So we started in 9th in this race and already we're in the top 5, but two of those guys, there's one just span out there, so we're into 4th now, but already the top 3 all have penalties. So if we can stick with them, then I'm potentially going to be in first place already, because these guys, I mean, I'm not, anyway. Here we go into this tricky complex now, and I've taken too much speed into there. I've either missed my braking point or missed my turning point or something, and I get myself on the grass. And as usual, when you come back off the grass, it's very, very easy to spin it, and I did spin it, and now I'm last, virtually last. So that was my own mistake, so hold my hands up to that one. I had a great start. I was really annoyed with myself there because I thought to myself, you know, come on, stick with these guys, get the penalty, and I'm in first place. So okay, so we're fighting our way back now from the back of the grid. So we've caught up fairly quickly to the back. That was lap 2. This is a bit further around lap 2 where we've made our way up to 17th. He's gone wide with his penalty anyway, so that's up to 16th and back down the main straight to complete the lap 2. But there's lap 4. We've got guys in front of us now, many more penalties, so we'll get through those two as they serve them. And that's 14th. And now again a bit further around lap 4, we get past a guy there, maybe he didn't see me come up the inside, and we get past another guy on the exit to that turn, so that's up to 12th again. So now we're chasing down 11th. We get the turning right there, but he's pushed us off. Nareg 44. So he forced it, and again coming off the grass, a spin. So now on lap 4, whereas before, and I can't get going off the grass again. I did actually manage to, I'll try get my traction control back to 2 just to get myself set up again. As you might have seen in the first off I had. But sometimes when your steering wheel's the wrong way around, it's not the easiest to get to. But there we go. So I clawed my way back to 14th in that race. And I thought to myself, do you know what, John, I can do better than this. That silly mistake I made of my own making in the first lap was my own fault, so I'll try and do better. So we're having another go. This time we managed to get 7th on the grid. So, and we've moved up from an E sportsmanship rating band. Even in that one race, we've moved up to B rated sportsmanship already. So we should, fingers crossed, as someone quite badly false starts there. So we're already up to 6th because of that. So we should, fingers crossed, see some cleaner racing, having moved up to the B-rated sportsmanship race.
Okay, we're taking these tyres to the end, so look after them.
Okay, so there you go, we're headed first. We're not pitting in this race, just like we didn't in the last one, as someone clobbers me up the inside. What was I saying about cleaner racing? That didn't happen, did it? So now, even sooner into the first lap, I'm last, thanks to somebody not leaving me enough space into that first chicane. So there's a penalty given to somebody else. We've already got past, well, 2 drivers nearly from 19th. He's obviously near the inside, but no, he's someone else has nearly gone off there, and oh, another tap there. Alright, I'd started to lose it, but I maybe could have held that, I don't know, and got tapped round. So there we go, completely last after lap 2. So what can I do in this race from last, but earlier this time, lap 2 not lap 4, so can I get any more places back, giving me a bit longer time to get them back in? So here we go. So we've got that one position where someone spun in front of me, and now we're on the second lap as we're coming to Sergi Tomo. I've got a better exit here, but he's got the inside line for these final double left-hander. So a brake, he brakes, he out-brakes himself. Still gave me a little rub as he went past, but I think he's penalised himself more than me there, which may be something to do with the penalty system. It maybe feels that, I don't know, if you penalise yourself or you don't gain anything from your penalty, then maybe it doesn't give you. I don't know. Should stop trying to second guess the penalty system. So we're up to 18th. Just started lap 3, and what was it? Was there any need for that? Look at this. He's trying to ram me off the road in his determination to get past me. There was just no need for that at that point. They weren't even in a corner, and he only gets the penalty. He only gets a penalty for cutting a bit of the track, so not for trying to knock me off the track. Dirty. Right, so we've noticed he goes quite deep into that corner, so I figured we'd get him at some point or other, and we did. We got him there, so we're back up to 18th. Now we're trying, and here we go, lap 4 now, so we've caught up to the back of, we've actually made a place there as well. I think somebody dropped out, so we've caught up to the back of the guys in front now. Someone's going off, someone's got a penalty, someone's running wide, and he's almost doing what I did in the first track. They're all running a little bit wide through there. This race was set cloudy conditions, and we have to use the hard tyres. In fact, it's the only tyres that are available to us, so hard tyres under cloudy conditions as we look down the inside. Okay, so and again, look, you saw him in my mirror, he barged. Hey, do you know what, guys, if you can't drive cleanly, don't drive at all. Got to be so careful with these lower sportsmanship ratings. You've just got to give guys so much space, because you know they're just going to look. He's got a 1 second penalty for it, but sometimes, and again, stop it. The penalties that some guys get, he's got now 3 seconds now because of his collisions with me. Honestly, they just don't. Well, hopefully they will learn. But you've got to give room. You've got to know where people are around you. You can't just blatantly pick your own line, ignorant of where the other races are. So come on, guys. So we made it past him, thankfully. So we don't have to worry about him bashing us again. Someone's gone off there a couple of times, but at the moment they're still in front of me. And someone else has gone off, spun off there. So yeah, I was saying these hard tyres on these cloudy conditions, they're not the best tyre to race on, but we're all in the same boat. And as you can see, and I had my own off in the first lap, one of my own making, and one of first race that was one of my own making, as these three all pile into each other going into that corner, and the guy that caused that got 3 second penalty. So really in this race it's all about staying clear of trouble, which unfortunately I didn't do on that first lap into that first chicane. We're up into 12th after being last on the first lap. So the first race I make one fault of my own and I get knocked off and I'm last. This one I get knocked off by somebody else. I suppose in their defence, I maybe should have just been a bit more patient, but there was certainly plenty of space when I went into that first chicane. But as you can see, so far, last race and this race, I've had no penalties of my own, because even though I'm not the best driver out there, I do know how to give people space. So we're coming up now to 10th, the battle for 10th and 8th and 9th, and they've knocked each other off. Now this guy, right, now here we go. So I'm going to get a penalty for that. I want your thoughts, please. This guy was coming off virtually off the track. He was out of control and he was virtually sideways. I had to kind of guess in that split second where he was going to be, where he was not going to be, and to be fair, while I was racing, I half thought he would probably grey out. Now he didn't do either, and I guessed wrong, and unfortunately I hit him. Now, is that really worth a 3-second penalty when you hit someone who's out of control spinning across the track in front of you? I don't know. Your thoughts, please. But we've got a 3-second penalty. We're up in 11th. We are faster than a lot of these guys, as you can see. We've clawed our way back from last to 11th, and now we're even going to go through and take 10th. Are we? Just, yes. No, he might get a better better toe up here to these final corners. He might even get a better line through them. He'll certainly get past me when I serve my penalty after the first chicane. So that's going to put me down a few. And again, yeah. Oh, there's he rudging in. So, how far back is it going to put us? It looks like there's a fair bit of gap behind us, but 3 seconds is an awful long time to have your gas, accelerator, throttle, speed, whatever you want to say, taken off you. Now that time, that was not much different to the guy when somebody rubbed into me. I get another penalty for that, so I can potentially hold my hands up for that one. Why the guy who did that to me in the earlier laps didn't get a penalty, I don't know. I'll hold my hands up to that 1 second part of the penalty, but the first 3. So there we go. The speed, we've lost our control of the car. We've lost the speed. We're gaining the speed back up. We're down to 12. But we've got someone now coming down this straight at full speed, who is probably going to take us. Yes, he is. So we give him enough space on the inside. So we've lost. Well, we've actually only lost 1 place, but we've lost a lot of time. So we've only got this lap and 1 more left. So there aren't going to be a lot of places, much more to gain. But I'm so annoyed that, well, 1, that I lost all that SR rating, sportsmanship rating in the stage X's. 2nd, that loss of sportsmanship rating actually demoted me to the beginnings of a D driver. And secondly, that despite the 1 mistake I made of my own, I'm getting arged and barged about all over the place, and it's so hard to try and so again, another unfair penalty. You may have other thoughts about that. Anyway, there's been a lot of overtakes, and again, for good's sake, oh dear, come on guys. So but I suppose the best thing that's come out of it for you guys is there's been a lot of overtakes, a lot of incidents, hopefully a bit more exciting for you as we come round to the final corners of the race. And here we go, so we're in 12th. So first race we went from 9th to last to, I think it was 14th. This one went from 7th to last to 12th. Which one was your favourite? I don't know if I've got one.
That's a great comeback drive, John.
Yeah, great, possibly good, decent, I don't know, could have been better. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed those highlights from those races. Please comment below with your favourite one, any other comments you can think of. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next race.